Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our group will present to you about the food security in Pakistan, administrative and the struggle for Islamic value-based governance. For the first part, I will present to you about the administrative structure of food and nutrition security governance in Pakistan, which consists of three main components, which is the federal ministry, provincial government and multi-agency structure. First, at the federal level, the main authority is the Ministry of National Food Security and Research. This ministry is responsible for national agriculture policy, food security planning, and the nutrition strategy. The key responsibility include managing strategic grain reserve, formulating the National Food Security Plan, and another initiative is include the National Multi-Sector Nutrition Plan and the National Action Plan to eliminate the hunger. Second, at the provincial government. Provincial government play a major role after the 18th Constitutional Amendment in 2010, which devolved authority over agriculture, health and food regulation. Province develop their own agricultural and nutrition policies, provide essential services, and implement food security programs such as Ehsan Rashad Rakyat Program in Punjab, Sin Nutrition Support Program. And lastly, the Pakistan Food Security Government is supported also by the multi-agency structure. Agencies such as the Pakistan Standard and Quality Control Authority and provincial food authorities to ensure food safety and quality. Other bodies including the Pakistan Agriculture Research Council and the Ministry of National Health Services contribute to research, food fortification and public health nutrition. Pakistan Food and Nutrition Security Governance relies on clear coordination between the federal, provincial and multi-agency institutions. Next, we move to the issue faced by Pakistan. First, malnutrition and health. Malnutrition remain a major issue. Around 40% of children are stunted, 70.7% are obese, and nearly 29% are underweight. More than half of the population suffer from anemia, mainly due to micronutrient deficiencies such as iron, vitamin A, vitamin D, and zinc. So second, rapid population growth and urbanization put pressure on the food system. Pakistan population is expected to reach 350 million by 2050, while agricultural land is decreasing due to urban expansion, increasing dependence on food import. Third, agricultural limitations such as the water scarcity, outdated farming method, low crop yield, and poor quality seed reduce food production. Last but not least, which is the climate change. Further worsen the situation through flood, drought, and unpredictable weather that disrupt farming and food supply chains. And lastly, the governance and institutional weakness, including poor coordination and weak food safety enforcement, limit effective food security management. The government of Pakistan has implemented various measures to improve food and nutrition security. First, in policies and law, the National Food Security Policy 2018 strengthened the food system. The National Multi-Sector Nutrition Plan 2023 addressed malnutrition through cross-sector coordination, and the Pakistan Dietary Guideline 2022 to promote healthy diet. Second, in social nutrition program, the Benazir Nashor Numa program support mothers and children. The Punjab Agosh program provide nutrition and financial aid to pregnant women, and the Ehsan Rashad Rakyat scheme offers subsidized food to low-income households. Third, in agriculture and infrastructure, the government promote organic farming, invest cold chain storage, and use cheese-based crop planning to improve climate resilience. And the fourth response, which is in the economic support, price stabilization mechanism to protect farmer and consumer. The National Farmer Registry improves subsidy targeting and agricultural credit program support productivity. And lastly, for the climate resilience and cooperation, Pakistan adopt climate smart agriculture, provide agricultural insurance, and collaborate with the FAO, WFP, and also UNICEF.
My name is QISTINA. So I will continue our presentation by explaining the challenges in implementing Islamic values in Pakistan, particularly in relation to food security. First, corruption and weak administration. Corruption reduces trust in government institutions and weakens justice. As a result, food aid and resources are not distributed freely, which goes against Islamic values such as amanah and accountability. Next, balancing political interests, global pressure, and maqasid sharia. Political priorities and international influence often override Islamic objectives. This makes it difficult to fully implement maqasid sharia, which aims to protect basic needs like food and human dignity. Third, social inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen. This situation obstructs the practice of adl, yakni justice, and ihsan, benevolence, in ensuring fair access to food. Lastly, limited awareness of Islamic value-based governance. There is a lack of understanding of governance rooted in Islamic values. Without this awareness, policies based on justice, compassion, and social responsibility cannot be effectively implemented. Moving forward, we will discuss the key Islamic values for food security. Food security is not only an economic or social issue but also an important value in Islam. Islam emphasizes the protection of human well-being through several key principles. First, hifzun nafs, or the protection of life. Islam stresses that every person has the right to safe, sufficient and nutritious food. Ensuring food security is essential to preserve human life and dignity. Second, hifzul aql, the protection of intellect. Islam encourages healthy and balanced consumption. At the same time, it prohibits food and substances that can harm physical and mental health. Next is adil or justice. Justice in food security means fair distribution, fair pricing, and equal access to food. Islam strongly condemns hoarding, exploitation, and corruption in food system. Another important value is ihsan or benevolence. Muslims are encouraged to help others through zakat, charity, and community support. This helps reduce hunger and support vulnerable groups in society. Lastly, amanah or trustworthiness. Leaders and institutions must manage food resources responsibly and ethically. This includes making policies that protect public welfare and future generations. To conclude, the food security crisis in Pakistan goes beyond shortage of food and resources. It reflects deeper weaknesses in governance and value implementation. Corruption, political interest, and social inequality continue to undermine Islamic principles of justice and accountability. Therefore, overcoming these challenges requires stronger institutions, greater public awareness, and governance reforms grounded in Maqasid al-Sharia to ensure fair food distribution and long-term food security.